Ryan is looking for a second date update with a woman named Jamie. Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
How are you, man?
Morning. I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing good. Thanks for asking. So, talk to us about Jamie. How'd you two meet, and how'd the first date go?
Yeah, so, we met on Match, and dating apps are kind of like hit or miss, and so it's kind of like anything these days. It's kind of all we have, and so just try to make the best of it. And, I was actually really looking forward to the date. I realized over the pandemic and all this stuff that I want to be in a relationship, kind of like the impending loneliness has sort of been lurking, and then I'm like, kind of feeling like, oh, I think I'm ready to be in a relationship. And, I've been in like a long-term relationship that like ended at the beginning of the year. And, after that, I thought I was like just going to be single for a long time and ride that out, just because when you get done with something that doesn't work out, it's kind of like, well, I want to try the other stuff now. But then I kind of swing back and, things got kind of lonely, and I did decide I wanted a relationship, and like, I just wanted to make sure that it was a healthy one. So that was like a big deal for me, just making sure that whoever I'm with and whatever the situation is, that we can be a good match as far as, communicating and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
And like, for sure this time, like I definitely wanted to be with someone who's open-minded. Like, we need to line up politically and, our life priorities, like what we're both looking for with goals and stuff. So, I was really super aware and conscious that these things were there in my mind whenever I'm talking to somebody online. So it's a different filter to kind of have going into just dating sites and dating apps, like looking for not too much, but a lot. And, Jamie seemed pretty perfect from all accounts. And after, spending some time with her, I thought she was definitely. And we decided to get Chinese and go to the park and eat. And, we talked for a couple hours, and she brought some wine, so we drank a little bit of that. We didn't finish the bottle. We kept it on the sober side of drinking. And the weather was perfect. We took a nice walk, and we stayed out until dark. And, when I walked her to her car, I gave her a hug, and we left. And so it was, kind of proper like that. And I totally assumed that I'd be seeing her again, was just with how everything went. And it just seemed, so smooth and so nice and so perfect. But it's been a week, and I've texted her, not too much, but just, enough to, here I am. And she hasn't got back to me. So
a week is a long time in today's world, my friend.
It's like, it's an eternity when you're waiting for something like that.
So true. It's an eternity when you're dating, but in today's world, because there's not as much going on, it feels probably even longer than that.
Yeah, totally.
So the fact that you took a nice long walk and a nice little stroll after your leisurely picnic tells me that she was enjoying herself. Didn't seem like she was in any hurry to get out of there or to move on with her night. So she must have felt comfortable enough with you to spend all that time with you. And you can't think did anything happen during the walk, or did the conversation go anywhere? Did anything happen in your mind that you think would make her second guess herself?
No, I don't think so. I mean, again, like I've been in relationships, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect person or know how to read every situation, but as far as my history of experiences and how this particular experience went, it was, oh, this is good. It felt good, and maybe I'm just feeling something else that she wasn't feeling, but I don't know. It just seemed good, and I don't know why. But it's also like, you can't, like, holding anybody to anything these days. It's really hard to, any sort of expectations or, I think things are a little bit different now. So anything could come up at any time, and I think just the general craziness of things. So I don't know what it is, but you would hope that, like, I want to kind of hold on to those moments that are good and beautiful in life right now, especially, and don't want to let it go.
You seem like a deep feeling guy, Ryan.
Yeah.
I like you, Ryan.
Thank you. I like you guys too. I mean, all equally, I suppose.
So I had a buddy that went on a date kind of like yours. He was in a similar situation. It also went very well, but he found out later that she was just kind of cool with being in the friendship zone. Like she had felt, yeah, they were on a date, but they were better off as friends. Just never bothered to tell him that.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that's what's happening with you, but you don't think that maybe she saw you as someone who would sort of remain in the friendship zone, do you?
I'd honestly be fine with that. Just being communicated that would
Sure.
be fine.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
let me know.
But it's kind of like this non-response. It's sort of, I don't know. I would understand if I was a jerk or if something happened, and I would think I would own up to that or try to own up to that. But I'm taking other courses of action and calling you guys.
Well, we appreciate that. That's what we do. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll call Jamie and see what she thought of Ryan and her afternoon Chinese and wine picnic. Coming up next, Jeff and Jen here at Cincinnati's Q102. All right, so Ryan went on a date with Jamie. They met on Match. Ryan's looking for someone who's philosophically and politically aligned with him, and Jamie seemed to fit all those boxes. They had a picnic in the park, got some Chinese, some wine, didn't get too drunk, went for a nice long walk after, walked her back to her car, shared a hug, sent her a text, tried to reconnect. The silence is deafening, and it's been about a week, so here we are. And unless there's anything else you thought of during the break, Ryan, that you want to introduce or add to the mix that we need to know before we call her, now is the time, my friend.
Nope. Let's just tear off the Band-Aid.
All right.
Hello.
Hi, is this Jamie?
Yes, this is Jamie.
How are you? It's Jeff and Jen at Q102.
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing all right. You got a few minutes?
I have a few minutes.
Well, thanks for taking our call. We appreciate that. I'm not going to beat around the bush. You're familiar with Second Date Update, feature we do on our show every morning around this time?
Yes, I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yes.
And I always like to ask people if they know who we're calling about, because I don't assume you've only been out with that one person. This person met you on Match, so I assume you're dating other people?
Yeah, I mean, I have been on a few different dates recently. Sorry. Who is this about?
This is about Ryan. You guys got Chinese, had a little picnic in the park?
Oh, yes.
Ryan had a lovely time.
Yeah, I liked him, and this might sound really silly, but it bothered me, so I couldn't let it go.
What happened?
We got Chinese, and we got fortune cookies, and I love fortune cookies, and he took my fortune cookie, and he opened it, and he read the fortune, and that's one of my favorite things to do. And it might seem like really small, but to me, there were like two things going on there. He took it from me, and maybe it's over analytical or whatever, but I don't know.
So wait a minute. It's your cookie.
Your cookie,
That you're going to eat.
Yes.
Yes, with her fortune in it.
Put his hands on it.
Yeah.
So did he take it from you like, oh my God, I want 2 cookies because I'm hungry still and I want something sweet after this salty food? Or did he like viciously take it out of your hand?
It wasn't vicious, but it seemed a little controlling. And also the germs part, I didn't feel safe eating it afterwards. And I tried to let it go, but I've had some history where I've dated really controlling people. So I
felt kind
cautious.
of invasive.
Yeah.
She-
Yeah.
That's very interesting because that would bug me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get
Plus,
so
I
many.
feel like, why are you like,
I'd be like, it's my fortune.
yes.
Right.
And I want to eat the cookie.
And he
I like the
opened it.
cookie.
And I
with
like
his
the
own hands.
cooking in the open. I look
It's
forward
fun,
to that.
the whole process. I like reading. I like seeing what my numbers are.
Sort of a
Yes.
ritual.
Yeah.
It's funny because, Jamie, we get so many weird things that come up on Second Date Update, like
Quirky.
quirky little things that we just kind of look at each other and roll our eyes. But I think we're all kind of united with this.
Yeah. We all
Yeah.
agree.
Not to gang up on you, Ryan, but what was up with taking her fortune cookie?
Wow, I wouldn't have expected that was what was going on.
You hadn't considered that.
I hadn't considered that. I didn't even. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense now, and I mean that is a lot to read into a fortune cookie.
Were you just so excited to see what everyone's fortune said you just couldn't contain yourself?
I don't know. I made a choice. I didn't think that people don't even eat I don't even eat the cookies anyways. And I thought it would be like a thing of like me reading your fortune, and like what I thought, like what I'm thinking is funny right now is it says like relax in the knowing of what is, or something like that, and it was like something about relaxing was her fortune, and I don't know what to say about that. I'm sorry. I promise you I'm not controlling. That's that was just a decision I made that I guess didn't pan out like I thought it was going to in the moment. But I'm very sorry for overstepping your fortune cookie boundary, and I don't know.
I'm sensing a little sarcasm here.
No, are you
No,
being
no,
sarcastic? I mean,
I'm being honest.
Okay.
It's funny to me because it's just a fortune cookie, but I didn't. I get it. We all have our things and our boundaries. So
Now, Jamie, based on what Ryan just said, I was giving him a little bit of crap there for what sounded like sarcasm there for a brief second. But would you consider going out with Ryan again and giving him another opportunity to get to know you better and you get to know him better? And if you still see little signs or other signs that indicate that he's controlling, you could always reconsider it.
Yes. I mean, like I said, the fortune cookie thing is really small. It might seem silly, but I really do appreciate, and I'm impressed that he called you guys. And, if we can have a discussion about my fortune cookie food boundaries, I'd be willing to discuss going out again.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that I was able to talk about this.
yeah, I love it. And I love that he, apologized and recognized a boundary for you.
That's the goal of Second Date Update.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, moving forward, though, he should know that he should always keep his hands to himself when it comes to food.
You got to wait
Correct?
for the cookie.
I won't even open a bottle of wine. I won't. I'll let you open the bottle of wine.
Let's not get
wine.
crazy now.
I once had an ex who opened my fortune cookie because she said I was taking too long. Like I wasn't quite ready to eat the cookie yet. And she was just so curious to see what my fortune said. She's, come on. Here, I'll do it. Hey,
Yeah.
That's mine.
that's my cookie.
It's a violation. It's a cookie violation, and cookie violations are some of the worst food violations.
There are moving violations and there are cookie violations.
cookie violations,
So years ago, my mom was a preschool teacher, right? And she always tried to introduce the kids to new things.
Mm-hmm.
And so she wanted them to all have a fortune cookie. So she ordered them from like a restaurant company where you
Right.
buy fortune cookies. And it was cheaper to buy 600 of them
Yeah.
than
God.
it was to buy 30 of them for her class.
So funny.
So she did that like before school ended, like in May. And then
Oh, no.
all summer long, me and my brother had 550
Fortune cookies.
fortune cookies on top of the refrigerator to enjoy all summer.
Aww.
It's a great summer.
Well, I'm glad you two are going out again. I
Great.
say that this is a success, and we don't have a ton of these.
Right.
So I think it's worth celebrating.
Yes.
Agreed.
So, Jamie, thank you for agreeing to come on and talk with us. And Ryan, obviously, we appreciate you putting yourself out there and coming on
thank you,
Second Date
guys.
Update in the first place.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Best of luck to you both.
Thank you.